Well, here we are at the gala opening of the $7 million renovation of the Portland Public Library, a day that the 400,000 patrons have been waiting for 18 months.
Ted Spitzer, President, Friends of Portland Public Library.
About 1 year ago, we launched Friends of Portland Public Library as an independent, nonprofit organization dedicated to enhancing and preserving our city's rich public library heritage. Today, we have the honor of hosting this ribbon-cutting ceremony and a full week's worth of special activities and events here at the library. We are blessed in our city to have public and private sector leaders who understand the importance of a strong public library.
Nick Mavadonis, Mayor of Portland.
As Cicero once said, to add a library to a house is to give that house a soul. Today we celebrate the expansion of all of Portland's soul with this state-of-the-art facility, a space that is something for everyone. It's a meeting house, a school, a reprieve from one's busy day, a quiet sanctuary, and a home to all of Portland's residents. This is a new beginning for the library patrons, for all of the city's patrons. Together we all embark on a path that builds on the level of quality and excellence that we have all come to expect from the Portland Public Library. We know there will be bumps in the road, as there always are when we travel along. We're saying goodbye to our smaller branches and saying hello to new technology and new ways to deliver services that our whole community cherishes. And I also want to recognize, and I'll need help putting hands up, some former mayors who are in the audience. Mayor Brennerman is here. Mayor Dawson. I want to mention the Honorable William McVeigh, who is a former mayor who is here at 95 years old and has served this city well. Mayor McVeigh, you may not know this, but Mayor McVeigh was the chair of the building committee when this was constructed in 1977. So he has served the city well, and I thank him for his initial vision and bringing this along at that time, and hope you're pleased, just as I am, with the new vision for this library today.
Dory Waxman, Portland City Councilor.
Why is the library a good thing for Portland?
Because everybody needs to go to the library. Everybody needs to know that that's a safe place for them to go where they can grow and learn. And in troubled times like we're living in, I think it's really more and more people are going to understand the value of a library. You can share books, you can share ideas, and you can share your community in a library. So that's why it's good for Portland.
Steve Pajani, Executive Director, Portland Public Library.
Days such as these can fade into memory pretty quickly, or they can be transformative events that acquire a place in the history of a community that cannot be dislodged. Monument Square is the emotional center of our city, and its major occupant is on the threshold of delivering its decades-old promise of positive civic presence and contribution to the social life of this square. This project could have simply been a taxpayer $4 million project that fixed the guts of the building. Some new carpets, fix the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, throw some paint on, get some new furniture. Instead, the private part of the project, led by the library trustees, brought an additional value of $3.3 million to our Phase 1 effort. And this has led us today to a spectacular place.
Steve, tell us about the changes in the library.
Well, it's, I suppose the first one's pretty visible right behind me, which is the change in the facade and the openness, the transparency, which is the big change on the interior, plus what you can visually see, and the view inside the library, looking out now onto Monument Square and its engagement with the square. Hidden things that you can't see, repairing infrastructure things that needed to be done, so heating, ventilating, air conditioning, and better lighting and wiring upgrades and all that. But I think the most visible thing is the openness now and looking out onto the square.
A lot of people say in the age of internet and instant information everywhere, information available on your computer in your home, libraries aren't important anymore. How do you respond to that?
It's in the numbers. There'll be 500,000 visits to this location alone in the next year. What more do I need to say? Record-setting levels lending before the renovation, and we cut back the hours. I don't know what else to say. More business than we've ever done compared to a time when people think the library was relevant. If anything, it's more relevant today than ever. You have 77 million Americans right now are using public library computers for business, health, government information, for them and for themselves and their families. If that's not relevance, I don't know what is.
Morris Fisher, President, Portland Public Library Board of Trustees.
The Portland Public Library Baxter Building is a cornerstone of opportunity, learning, and knowledge for all of our citizens, especially those who have no other resource but the library for access to fundamental educational materials. To me, the library system is the heart and soul of democracy in our society, where every person, regardless of financial resources, is given free and equal access to a world of unlimited information. The new library presence here on Monument Square will send a message to all those who live in or visit Portland that we cherish, nourish, and celebrate literacy.
And what can the people of Portland do to support the library and the projects?
Well, we'd like to see people come down and use the library. We'd like to see them join the Friends group, and we'd like to know they're out there. And we've developed several outlets over the past few years for volunteers and community members to get involved with the library, and we encourage them to do that.
Can we do a Portland countdown from 5? You all ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
The main branch of the Portland Public Library is now officially open for business, and what a jewel it is. This is Leslie McVeigh for Community Update.